people. I lived in this small town, Winthrop. I still live there, and I taught school, and I worked in the mountains, as you know, but I also played bass guitar on the weekends in country bands. And I played in one particular country band I played with for 11 years. We played one gig for 6 years. Every single Friday and Saturday night for 6 years straight. I don't think anybody ever quit because they were sick. Nobody could tell the difference. We just showed up. We had a little postage stamp of a dance floor, you know, and it'd just be packed in there. And those were the days when well drinks were $1.25. The folks had about 8 of them every night they were there, you know. But it was a different time. So the song I'm going to do for you now is called Running Days, and it's about a fella that was an ornery dude. He was born and raised in the Mid-Ohio Valley, and he was an ornery guy, and he was a fighter, and in those days people fought a lot. He liked to fight. We'd sing Bad, Bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town every time he came in, and he loved it. But I wrote the song about him because later in his life, he met a woman who changed him entirely. And she changed him by the very simple thing that she adored him. She just adored him. She loved his stories. She could hear the same story 10 times. She was never bored with it. She was never bored with him. She just adored him, and she'd get that cute little laugh on her face, and his whole soul just grew. And so I wrote this song to him. I did it for their wedding. Rodeo day was a mess with lots of rain this year. For 2 weeks before and after, the sun was bright and clear. But the noble crew showed up, ran the day right through, and he was there to lend a hand with only a lie or two. 'Cause his running days are over and his fighting days are through, and that hint of regret in his voice doesn't fool me, does it you? He doesn't drink or run around just the way he used to do. But I think he's the happiest he's ever been, and she looks happy too. Were buckles and drinks were jeans, we'd all have brand new clothes. But you know, it's kinda neat the way everybody shows, and his jokes aren't any funnier now than they were 2 years ago. But his running days are over and his fighting days are through, and that hint of regret in his voice doesn't fool me, does it you? He doesn't drink or run around just the way he used to do. But I think he's the happiest he's ever been, and she looks